welcome to Port Royal Speedway. We are getting set for Rev Sim Shop Dirt Street Stock Tour. Waiting for Damon Nagel to get his car out on track so we can get this first of our two features underway. Nagel's scheduled to be our pole sitter, but he is not out on track. We'll run through the rest of the starting lineup. There he goes, taking his sweet time. Damon Nagel out there in the 86 will start on pole alongside Nathan Lafayette in the 00. Joey Brewer will roll off third in the number 4. Scott Elson in the 35 Pro Line car rolls off in the 4th spot. Ian Montrose will start 5th in the Thrustmaster car. Cody Ernest in his Cadillac starts in the 8th spot. And Lucas Weisma, Labor 12 Chevy, will roll off in 7th. 7 cars set the race here at Port Royal tonight. 4 of them still in the playoff hunt. Damon Nagel is battling Cody Ernest. Those two are highlighted in yellow. And Joey Brewer and Ian Montrose highlighted in green. That is the other battle. Check at the standings here real quick. Looks like Ian Montrose has 15 points over Brewer. Brewer starting higher here in this first feature. And then the second one is Cody Ernest, 20 points up on Damon Nagel. So Nagel needs to take advantage of this pole here and try to hold on for a win to gain some points. We have 2 races tonight. 30 lapper. Let me invert the field and run 40 laps. 2 feature races. Points given out in both. Equal points for both races. So the drivers needing to make up ground is going to be Damon Nagel and Joey Brewer. So our 1 and 2 seeds are both down right now. Waiting for the green flag. And still waiting for it. There it is. Green flag in the air. Damon Nagel leads us off into turn 1. Keep an eye on that 88 Cody Ernest. He's got a lot of speed. Starting back here in the back with Lucas. 6th and 7th. Looks like Damon Nagel gets up the hill. Joey Brewer dives to the inside. Both those cars need to make up points on their playoff contenders, Montrose and Ernest. They battle for the lead as you have the 00 Nathan Lafayette right there with them. Brewer led the points most of the season. As we got into this playoff format, he is the number 1 seed. Right now he is down against Ian Montrose. Montrose back in 5th right now. That would help. Brewer sends it in there. Takes that Camaro to the lead. Ernest halfway through the field already, just 2 laps in. It's up to the 4th spot. Right on the back bumper now of Damon Nagel. That is the championship battle, highlighted in yellow on your screen. Brewer surges back ahead of the 2 as they battle for 2nd. A little bit of contact there between Brewer and Nagel. Lafayette right on Nagel's back bumper. Lafayette really finding some speed down there in that bottom line. Getting held up behind Nagel. Allow Brewer to hang on to the lead. Ernest in the 88 looking to make it maybe 3 wide as he was trying to look inside Brewer. Couldn't quite get it there. Good action so far at Port Royal. 6 laps in. 30 lap feature number 1. We go 3 wide for the lead. Why not? Damon Nagel inside Ernest, inside Brewer. like a Thanksgiving turducken. Damon Nagel loses out, drops back to the third spot, and now is under attack from Lucas Hoitzman, who started last. Brewer enjoying all the cars getting between him and Montrose back in sixth. Brewer needs to make up ground on the end. Brewer running that high line right on the cushion. Ernest trying to find some traction down low. Gets right alongside. They make wheel-to-wheel contact. Brewer sends it in deep. Gets all the way up to the wall. And Ernest throws the slider. Gets the car all the way to the wall from the bottom. And he'll take over the race lead. But here comes Lucas Hoitzman. These two started tail into the field. And not even 10 laps in, they found their way to the front. Both running that high line, lockstep basically. Now Ernest goes to the bottom. Lucas stays up on the cushion. And a little bit over the cushion. You see Nagel, Brewer, Lafayette, and Montrose. Nothing getting going for Montrose. Fortunately for him, Brewer's falling back to him. Brewer now in the fourth spot. Damon Nagel sees Cody Ernest up ahead of him. That's no good, as Ernest has already got a lead on him. Could be put out of reach for Damon Nagel to make the next round. Ooh, Damon Nagel smacks the outside wall coming out of two. Pretty flush hit though, shouldn't be much damage to him. Hoitzma putting on the pressure on Ernest. Wants to try and go for this race lead as we approach halfway of feature one. He sends it in there, gets on the brake a little bit to get down away from Ernest, and he drives it down the hill trying to get a good run. It actually worked out pretty well for Hoitzman there. Entered that corner kind of high and then drove it down the hill. This time not able to get that run. Ernest surges back ahead. Lucas needs to explore entering high with him and driving it down the track again. That worked really well for him. Ernest a little bit lower that time. Hoitzman just staying consistent down on that bottom line. It just feels like he's inching ahead little by little. Now he's going to throw the slider, go up in front of Ernest. Ernest going to cross him over. Gets back to the inside in the 88. A little bit of contact there, but then tucks back in line. Hoitzman briefly gets the lead. We'll see if Ernest can throw the slider at him. Hoitzman running the wall. Ernest not able to get in front. And now at halfway, Lucas is your leader. Ernest and Nagel right there together. That is a championship battle. Adam saying they will all wreck and Penguin wins. If they all wreck, that means Penguin wrecks, right? Lafayette's back there in fifth, ahead of Montrose and Elston. Beach is rooting for that. Montrose now gets outside Lafayette as Lafayette's going to lose the spot. Cody Ernest trying for this lead once again. Lucas running that high line to perfection. Looked like a drift car where they just had that right rear corner right on the wall. Both of them right up against the vents. Ernest and Hoitzma. Ernest, I think, lost too much time. David Nagel hits the wall. Joey Brewer bounces off the wall. Then Montrose trying to get ahead. It'll be bad news for Brewer. He's already down in this battle. Down 15 points to Montrose. So Brewer's trying to take the fight back to him. Brewer slides it up in front of him. Montrose trying to cross it over. Lafayette had his nose in there. Got it knocked out of the way a little bit. Montrose and Brewer battle hard. These two fighting in the championship. Top three have kind of sorted themselves. We're watching 4th, 5th, and 6th. Montrose, Brewer, and Lafayette. Montrose ran 6th for a long time. Driven up to 4th here late in the going. Seems to have found a little bit of speed. Brewer trying to find a way by. Lafayette trying to find a way by Brewer. It's keeping Nathan pinned to the bottom. Some of those bumps entering the corner there really throws those cars sideways into the corner. Ernest starting to get back close to Hoytsma again. Go back to this too. Brewer just about riding the wall there. Lucas, I think, got a little bit of the wall. Ernest has gotten her right on him now. All green so far, the first 25 laps, and look, both leaders getting that right rear all up into the guardrail. Damon Nagel, a distant third, 2 seconds back. Ernest can apply the pressure, but where can he go for a move? They're running right in line with one another. It's going to be hard to put a slider in anywhere if you're going to run the same line. Give us 3 to go in this feature. Here comes the opportunity. I think he clipped the inside wall though. Made us watch Lucas, but I think Ernest may have clipped that inside wall, tried to shallow it up a little too much, lost some ground. Now he's a second back from Hoytsma to try and make it up with 2 to go. Montrose and Brewer still pretty close, but not close enough. Scott Elson's closing in on Lafayette at the back of the pack. Ernest's been able to reel Hoytsma back in. Let's see where he goes for a move. We get the white flag. Last lap of feature number 1. Ernest full sends up into the outside wall. See if he can go for it here down in 3. Lucas protects the bottom. Ernest takes the top. See if Lucas can get the momentum off the corner. Definitely slowed him down a bit, going a little bit lower, but it was enough to win the race. Hoytsma wins feature number 1. Ernest second. Ernest beats Nagel in that round, and Montrose beats Brewer, so bad news for Brewer, but that will make the battle closer between Ernest and Nagel. So we move on to feature number 2. Get a little 5-minute warm-up here so we can interview folks. We have driver chat muted because he was trying to talk when we were trying to do our intro. Let's see who's hanging out. Do we have a Lucas? Nope. Do we have a Cody Ernest? Nope. Damon finished 3rd though, right? Yes. Damon, DG, got a copy?
Yes.
Well, you were the only one of the top 3 actually available to talk to, so hi.
Hello.
That was a fun race, and well, you got a pretty good view of the top 2 battling it out there at the end. What'd you think of all that?
It was fun. I just wish I was up there battling with him because I really needed to finish in front of Cody.
Yes, you did. And unfortunately, that did not happen for you, but is what it is. Congrats on the podium finish. You got the quick shout-outs here since we're already rolling.
Trevor Project, Outfront Minnesota, Delta Prime Racing, Rev Sim Shop, you and Scott.
Good enough. All right, sir. Good luck.
Thank you.
Apparently, they advanced the session on us. So, quickly our Labor 12 starting lineup. We have Scott Elston after the invert starting on pole. Nathan Lafayette will start second. Joey Brewer roll off third and Montrose fourth. Damon Nagel will start in the fifth spot. Cody Ernest in sixth and Lucas Weissman seventh. We'll see how those cars in the back can make it up through the field, as we have now Brewer ahead of Montrose where he needs to be, but he needs to be well ahead of Montrose at this point. And then Damon Nagel and Ernest. Nagel really needs to stay ahead of him. We'll see how it shakes out. We have 40 laps here in feature number 2. Remind me after the race, Will, because I will forget right now. Although we'll have time. This is a good thing about this series. There's plenty of time between this and the truck race. Pace truck heads off on the backstretch. We'll watch them roll through 3 and 4. They have to wait for the green flag on this first initial start. Green flag in our first feature. See if we can keep that up in feature 2. There it is. Green flag in the air. Port Royal. Feature 2 underway. Scott Elston, Lafayette, and Brewer lead just into the corner. Cody Ernest immediately went to that high side around he and Montrose. What a start by Ernest, powering around Montrose. Lafayette right on the back bumper. Scott Elston. Elston gets up the track a bit. Brewer gets in there. Now we're 3 wide. Elston contact. Lucas Hoytsman more contact. Hoytsman's going to spin it to the inside. I think Lucas didn't want to take anybody out and took himself out there. So far we stay green. Hopefully we'll catch a yellow to get Lucas caught back up. Brewer and Nagel now battle at the front. Those two desperately needing points. Currently are 1 and 2. Ernest in third, Montrose fourth, then Lafayette. Oh, Kendo, thank you so much for the raid. Hope everyone is having a wonderful Tuesday. We're in our first of our 2 feature races here in the Rev Sim Shop Dirt Street Sock Tour. 7 Dirt Street Socks out here doing battle. The underlined in yellow are the battling one another, and the ones underlined in green are battling one another. Thank you so much for the follow, everyone. I hope you have a great day. And how was your stream over there? Okando? Or Okandu. Both of those work, really. See Damon Nagel out in front in the bright green machine, and the 2 red cars are battling for Brewer and the Cody Ernest machine. Ernest trying to go up there and catch Nagel to make sure he moves on to the championship round next week. Appreciate all the follows. Welcome in, everyone. Damon Nagel trying to run away from Cody Ernest. Desperately needs points. Montrose and Brewer battling one another on track and in the standings. Montrose had a 15-point advantage coming in to tonight's 2 races. Looks like Ernest just caught the inside wall going into that corner. Lafayette a little bit too much rotation back there. Lucas Hoyce was closing back in on the field. He was 5.5 seconds back. Now he's down to 3. Montrose and Brewer continue to battle. Brewer picked up a handful of points in that first session, so it's more closer to 10 points between the 2. Really, Brewer needs to put some distance between himself and Montrose. Unfortunately, they're battling together. It's not going to help him. Goes Montrose across the front bumper. Brewer crosses him over, gets back to the inside in that classic 1969 Camaro. Oh, contact between Montrose and Lafayette back there. One keeps it going in the right direction. Elston getting by Nathan Lafayette. Trying to take over that 5th spot as the leaders still pretty far spread out. Montrose is starting to close back in on Brewer, but not quite there yet. Seems Ian's found a little speed around the bottom. Oh, heavy contact between Montrose and Brewer. Brewer then bounces off of him back into the outside wall, and that It's going to put a big damper on Joey Brewer's chances of moving on. Came in as the #1 seed. Montrose just fenced him. Let's see what the driver chat says. I'm sure he's not happy. Hoytsma running it right up against the fence. He gets around Brewer. 30 laps to go, 10 down. See Ernest starting to close in on Nagel. Great looking 88 car with all the gold metallic out and chromed. Now Montrose has Lafayette. And Hoytsma's coming into the picture. Lucas came from that crash at the start of the race. He's all the way back up to 5th already. Right there on the back bumper of 3rd and 4th. And look out if Brewer gets back to Montrose. That could get ugly. I'm sure the driver of the 4 car is quite hot under the collar right now. Top 2 still single file. I think Ernest is kind of biding his time. Knows he has plenty of time to get up there and battle Nagel. Hoytsma, meanwhile, is full send mode, trying to catch back up to the field here. He's getting to the outside of Lafayette for 4th. Then he will set off after Ian Montrose for the 3rd spot. Hoytsma, of course, the winningest driver in SRL, but most of that on asphalt. A few dirt wins. Closes right up to the back bumper. Montrose gets up over the cushion, right up to the wall. Now Ian goes to the bottom. Lucas searching for the grip up high, tags the wall a little bit. Not such a bad thing here at Port Royal. He's going to get the momentum off the corner. Looks to the inside. This is for that 3rd spot. Now Lucas wraps it around the wall as Montrose sends it up high. Lucas going to clear him. See if Montrose gets to the back of him a little bit. Montrose gives him a shot. Lucas carries on, doesn't care. Now I'm going to give Lucas Hoytsma the 3rd spot. He's got 24 laps to go try and run down the top 2. Much ground as he's made up, he very well could do it. Montrose drops down to the 4th spot, closer to Brewer. There's Joey Brewer, still 7th. Has not found his way past Elston and Lafayette yet. See damage to both right corners of that #4 car. Damon Nagel continuing to lead this lime green machine. Getting close to halfway of feature 2. Keep an eye on Hoytsma's times. Currently under 2 seconds. It's definitely making up ground. Impressive the amount of speed we're seeing out of this 97. Been green since the start. Hoytsma had a little bit of a spin. Lost about 6 seconds. Now currently running 3rd, only 1.5 back. Cody Ernest might see him coming and start to put the gas pedal on for that 88. Nagel and Ernest both down low. Lucas still up by that wall. Just ripping the top. He's got it down to 1.2. He is coming in a hurry. So we're on the halfway lap of feature number 2. See Montrose still battling Lafayette back there for 4th. Now Ernest gets up to that top line with Hoytsma. Hoytsma rotates the car a little too much, but he saves it. Just going to lose a little bit of ground there. Up on the fence. Even Nagel's lead dwindling to both of these guys. Was half second. Nagel desperately needs to hold on to this lead, or at least stay ahead of Cody Ernest. Doesn't matter if Hoytsma gets by, but the win does count as more points, so he probably needs to hold him off too. He came in 20 points down to Cody Ernest, and Ernest beat him in Feature 1 tonight. Ernest can probably finish third here and still make it, even if Nagel wins. Still move on to the championship round next week, where it would be the winner of the battle between Nagel and Ernest versus Montrose and Brewer's winner. Which right now looks like Montrose. I didn't think this battle could get any tighter, but it has. Lucas is now right on the back bumper of Nagel as Ernest goes to the inside. Now Lucas may get an advantage on the 88 coming down the backstretch. We're going to go 3 wide as Lucas manages to get to the outside of Damon Nagel. How about that? Lucas Hoytsma spins himself out. Now he's battling for the lead. Very impressive, the speed. 97 car is found. Across the stripe, 14 to go. Top 3 all under a blanket. Nagel trying to fight back through that middle line, just can't get the power down off the corner. Ernest back up to the wall, probably wishing he had stayed there and never gotten off of it. Hoytsma would still be behind him. So Lucas has just been sticking to the top, dedicated. Ernest tries to cross over Nagel. Nagel, I think, was leaving him the top. Ernest got all kinds of out of shape, tried not to run to the back of him. This could be advantage Nagel. Check back in on Montrose and Lafayette. Brewer's finally gotten by Scott Elston. I think that car is wounded from the contact between Montrose and Brewer. Montrose doesn't really need to hold off Lafayette, just needs to finish ahead of Brewer, or at least close enough where Brewer doesn't get enough points. So it's looking like in 1 week's time we'll see Montrose and Ernest for the championship, which means the top 2 seeds will both fall. Hoytsma leads with 10 to go. Cody Ernest running in second. Montrose is now third and Lafayette fourth as Damon Nagel had a big moment and has fallen all the way to fifth. Didn't quite see what happened to Nagel. My event chart's not showing anything. Hoytsma and Ernest, both of them getting those right rears on the guardrail. Oh, Brewer all kinds of out of shape. It's actually going to lose that 6th spot. That was our points leader almost all season long. Number 1 seed coming into the playoffs, and he is in trouble of getting eliminated here tonight. Ian Montrose currently in the 3rd position now. It's almost certainly game over. It's also almost certainly game over for Damon Nagel. Cody Ernest up in 2nd. Nagel bouncing it off the fence back here in 5th spot. Report on the Nagel incident says he was up on the top lane, ran to the wall, and effed up the turn. Team PR for the Delta Prime machine, number 86, Damon Nagel, giving us that information. Ernest is right on the back bumper of Lucas Hoytsma. They both get into the wall. Cars wrap through 3 and 4, and we'll be coming to 5 laps to go. Ernest all over the back of Lucas Hoytsma. Lucas into the wall. Ernest staying right on him. Well, we see Ernest give him a little tap, move him up the track a little bit. Hard to do when he's running the wall. 4 laps to go from Port Royal. Both of them on the fence again. Ernest a little more aggressively on the fence that time. It's coming wall riding simulator. Ernest going to go for the inside line here, see if he can slide up in front of Hoytsma. He's going to get up there. Hoytsma's going to cut back. Ernest tried to park it, but not well enough. Hoytsma's going to get back in front of him. And back to the top, Hoytsma's going to go. Ernest is going to try and get the run, make a little contact, mostly with the wall, a little bit with one another. This is good stuff from Port Royal. Ernest now going to have to find a way past Hoytsma again. I think he wants to get a little bit closer and try that slider on the last lap. Lost a bit of ground though. He's got some work to do if he wants to get that slider back in there. Both of them banging it off the fence again. 2 laps to go, half a lap really. Lap and a half. So they're on the backstretch. Down into 3 one more time. Ernest has closed it back in. Where does he make his move? 1 lap to go. And the battle is on. Here he goes. Dives it down low in turn 1. He's going to slide it up the track. Lucas is ready for it. He's cutting it back already. Hoytsma gets back to the lead. See if Ernest can throw another slider in 3. He's going to go to the bottom, right against the wall. So hits the inside wall, comes up the track, hits Lucas Hoytsma. Hoytsma goes up and around. I don't think Cody wants to win that way, so he's waiting. Hoytsma, unfortunately, not rolling. And that's going to give the win to Damon Nagel, I think. Or Ian Montrose. Montrose at the line. Damon Nagel gets second.
Did I just win that?
Nathan Lafayette third. Lucas is limping his car around. There's Lucas now in the 5th spot officially. Cody Ernest will finish 6th. He didn't want to beat Lucas after that. Joey Brewer will finish 7th. Wow. Did not see that ending coming. Montrose gets your win. Nagel and Lafayette your top 3. What in the world just happened? I had the same question as you, sir. What the heck?
It's like Christmas come early.
Yeah, the leaders wiped themselves out, and next thing you know, Mr. Ian Montrose is picking up a victory. How does that feel?
Yeah, unbelievable. Yeah, I mean, I had an unfortunate contact with Joey Brewer earlier on, where he kind of sent him backwards. So I apologize to him for that. But no, it was just cool. This whole racetrack was really fun tonight. You could try 2 different lines, and I got comfortable up at the top. And yeah, just glad to be there to pick up the win. That's awesome.
10-4, and it's looking really likely that you're moving on to the championship round next week. How do we feel about your chances of going for a title on dirt? Did you see that coming at all?
We've been getting better at that, but I don't know if a championship with all the people like Blake and you know, Damon and people like that in the league. I didn't think I'd be punching there, but you know what? We'll go for it. See what happens. Why not?
10-4. Well, congrats on the win here in feature number 2. You got the Friends Family sponsor shout-outs for us?
No, I just want to thank Rev Sim Shop for sponsoring the league, and Damon. Oh, I always get it every friggin' Tuesday. I get this wrong. Damon and who else does the league? Oh, Scott. Yeah, Damon and Scott for adminning the league, and yourself for broadcasting DG, and everybody that came out tonight. That was fun. Oh, my teammate Cody. Yes.
There you go.
Thank
Well,
you.
I'm proud of you for remembering. I didn't have to tell you.
Boom. Getting better.
Oh yeah, I feel like you probably just looked in the chat to see who was there.
That's literally what I was doing.
Well, at least you got it there. Congrats on the victory, and we'll see you in the trucks a little bit later on.
Unfortunately, I'm coaching kids soccer, so enjoy the race, but that'll be it for me tonight.
Oh no. Well, enjoy the kids soccer then.
Yeah, I will watch the replay later tonight on your Twitch. So yes.
10-4. Take care, bud.
Take care. Bye.
Ian Montrose, your winner. Let's go pick up Damon Nagel in the 86. Damon, DG, you got a copy?
Yes, I do.
Well, you went from, I don't know, about 5th to next thing you know, you're battling for a win coming across the line. How'd that happen?
I have no clue. I haven't even looked at the replay yet to figure out what happened. But I'll take it, and hopefully it helps me in the points. I don't know yet.
Yeah, it's, I don't know. You had a big deficit there. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll have to see on that one. But definitely brought it home P2, which is a lot better chance than you had, you know, 39 laps in as opposed to 40. So that last lap, hugely different on your point standing. So we'll have to do the math. Well, you'll have to do the math and see if you make it through. Wild finish there with Ian. What'd you need to try and hold him off?
I'll probably get up to the high side a little bit faster and keep it off the bottom like I tried to. I just couldn't get the grip down there. I can't run the top. I was bouncing off the wall left and right when I tried it.
Yeah, so was everyone else. I mean, if you watch the replay, you'll see Lucas and the 88 are just all on that wall.
Every
Man.
time I got into it, though, I kind of like shot down to the inside, and I thought I was gonna wreck everyone else.
Oh gosh. Well, we brought it home P2. You got the friends, family, sponsor shout outs for your 2 top 3s tonight. Nice job.
I've got Rev Sim Shop for sponsoring the league, Delta Prime, Scott for letting me do this, Outfront Minnesota, Trevor Project, you for broadcasting, and just want to say go Timberwolves.
Are we going to see you in the truck race a little bit later?
Where are they racing tonight?
Darlington.
We'll see.
That
We'll
sounds
see.
like a no. Darlington's fun. Come on. All right. Well, congrats on that P2 and 2 top 3s tonight. Good job.
Thank you. Have a good one.
And then bring in the 00. Nathan DG, you got a copy?
Copy.
Well, 1 minute you're running back there for 5th or 6th. The next thing you know, you finish 3rd there on the last lap. What did you see from your perspective?
I didn't. I mean, Ian and Damon and I were having a good battle for several laps right there. It was a lot of fun. And I come around the corner, I see Lucas backwards in the outside wall, and I see Cody in the inside. I don't know if he's in the wall or not. I'm like, what in the world's going on? And I saw it showed up 3rd. I was like, I don't know how that happened, but we'll take it.
Yeah, nice gift. Christmas comes early, and, well, it's what it is. You got your Finn's Family sponsor shout-outs for us tonight?
Thanks for you for broadcasting, and Damon and Scott for putting the league on. Sorry to Scott, I got into him early in that race, almost spun him around, but he was able to collect those goods. So just thanks for all you guys, for all you do to get the league on for us.
And 4, congrats on that top 3. And you going to run this truck race in a little bit at Darlington?
Unfortunately, no, I'm going to have to skip out on that. But good luck with it.
All right. Well, hopefully you get to catch it later on. Take care, bud.
Yeah, we'll see ya.
Nathan Lafayette. 00 brings it home P3. Sounds like everyone's scared of Darlington. Well, it almost runs like a dirt track. Just like this, you're all up in the wall all the time. My goodness, did you see that ending here? Elston and I believe that was Damon Nagel and Scott Elson. I'm goofing off a little bit. It's a little bit too slow. There we go. Reappears right into the 86 car since flying to the wall. Lucas gets in there for fun. What a finish. That was crazy. Let's go ahead and look at the final results for feature number 2. We have a scoreboard in the way. There we go. Ian Montrose, Damon Nagel, Nathan Lafayette, Scott Elston, Lucas Hoytsma, Cody Ernest, and Joey Brewer. What a turn of events that was on the final lap. As Lucas Hoytsma and Cody Ernest leading and fighting for the win. Ernest gets up into Hoytsma into the outside wall. Hoytsma crashes hard. Ernest just goes ahead and pulls it over. Doesn't want to win that way. And, well, the top 4 get through. Ian Montrose with the win. Nagel second, Lafayette third, and Elston beneficiaries of that. Fortunately, Joey Brewer is still down in the bottom. It looks like unofficially that Joey Brewer will be eliminated from the playoffs, as we don't really know on Damon Nagel and Cody Ernest, because that is a pretty wide margin of finish, 2nd and 6th. So it may be enough points, but I doubt it. I think it'll be Cody Ernest moving on, but we have to wait and see. Thanks for everyone coming out and catching the broadcast. Run through our sponsor pages and get the bills paid so we can move on to the truck race a little bit later tonight. We got Wild Horse Broadcasting doing our ARCA series on Monday night. Rev Sim Shop does our Tuesday Dirt Street Stock series. A little bit later on, we'll be doing the Labor 12 Truck Series. Awesome rock band out of Lubbock, Texas. Check them out if you haven't yet. LaborXII.com. Arc Music does our Wednesday Gen 4 Cup Series. We'll be doing the last round before we get into the championships next week, so that's fun. Fort Worth Screen Printing does our Xfinity Series every Thursday night. Golden Eagle Syrup does our Super Speedway Series on Friday. Always a chance to win if you're in that one. CTC Race Network does our awesome IndyCar Series late Friday nights, so come on, check them all out. We appreciate you. If you want more information, go to dgsracing.com and check out all the stuff we have for you. Thank you so much for being here tonight. We'll be heading over to the truck race here in about 20 minutes, so hopefully you'll stick around for that. Thank you so very much for being here, and we'll see you in the next one.